Greetings to you all and welcome to another edition of Football Banter with me, your regular host, Ben Jika. In today's edition, we shall be looking at the chances Chelsea have against Real Madrid tonight when they face them in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League quarter-final. The game is going to take place at the Santiago Bernabeu, that is Real Madrid's home, and we are not asking questions about Real Madrid's proficiency in the Champions League because they have proven it with results that they are the best team in Europe when it comes to the Champions League. They have 8 titles, and if they win this season, they will be having the 9th title, unlike Chelsea, who have 2 titles of the Champions League, and Chelsea are struggling in the English Premier League at the 11th position. So things are worse with Chelsea, and you would think and you would believe it would be correct for anyone to think that Real Madrid would have an easy walkover when they play Chelsea today. However, as a Chelsea fan, and I know you out there as a Chelsea fan, you believe that Chelsea are going to beat Real Madrid today. And even if they don't beat Real Madrid today, they are going to come out with a score that will permit them to win the game in Stamford Bridge and definitely proceed to the next phase of this tournament. So if you were to ask me, do you think Chelsea are going to qualify for the semi-finals of the Champions League? My answer is a thunderous yes. My answer would be a thunderous yes. I'm actually telling you that Chelsea will qualify. Chelsea can qualify for the semi-finals of the Champions League if Lampard does the right things, if he plays the right players, if he plays them in their correct positions, if he uses the right formation. Definitely Chelsea are going to qualify for the semi-finals of the European Champions League. When players get to the Champions League, the motivation is different, the environment is different, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. Players can surprise you. Teams can surprise you, and anything would happen in the game tonight, though a lot of people think that Real Madrid are the favorite. I think that Real Madrid are the favorite, but I am not completely taking Chelsea out of the picture. Chelsea is still in the picture. Chelsea is still in the center of the picture, and anything can happen. So before we look at which players should help us today win Real Madrid, I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the share button. Sharing is caring. I want you to hit the subscribe button so that together we can make this community a big one. Let us begin with the goalkeeper. Who do you think should play tonight? I think Kepa should play tonight. First of all, because Kepa will be playing at home in Spain. It will be altogether a different motivation for Kepa playing at home in Spain. Secondly, because Kepa is good with the ball. He plays better than Mendy. He can control the ball better than Mendy. We've seen errors in the past, like the last Champions League where Mendy couldn't clear the ball very well and Real Madrid seized the opportunity and scored us a goal. Kepa, on the other hand, is better with his foot, and I think he deserves to start in this game. Let's talk about the defense. I think Thiago Silva should start the game. Though he's returning from an injury, he needs to start the game because he is the most experienced player in the Chelsea squad. If not the most experienced player in the Champions League, in the entire tournament. And with his experience, he can do a lot of wonders in that defense. He is not just a good defender, he is a good leader. He is a dressing room leader. He is a natural captain. He can encourage the young players to make a difference tonight. So I think Thiago Silva, even though he's returning from an injury, should start the game today. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I also think Wesley Fofana should start today. Why? Because ever since he returned from injury, he has been Chelsea's best defender. Yes, he has been Chelsea's best defender since he came back from injury. I don't want to get into the details, but I mean, if you look at how this guy carries himself, he has this aura, he has this confidence. Even when we are losing, he smiles, he's always smiling, and he's like, he has this kind of intimidating character towards the opponent. I think he deserves his place in this team, and he deserves to play in the toughest competition, in the highest competition in Europe, and he has that opportunity. Why don't give it to him tonight? The other player I think should join Fofana and Silva in the defense is Cucurella. I know a lot of you will disagree with me about Cucurella, but I think Cucurella is faster, quicker, and smarter with the ball than Koulibaly. Yes, and with Cucurella, we would hardly get yellow card and possibly a red card. But with Koulibaly, there are high chances that we can go to Santiago Bernabeu and play one man down because of a red card or something like that if it were Koulibaly playing. So I would go for Cucurella over Koulibaly in the defense. Now let's talk about the midfield. In the midfield, we are not asking too many questions about the midfield because we have our Enzo Fernandez, we have our Mr. Clean, Enzo Fernandez in the midfield, and he will be joined today by Kante. There is no doubt Kante is going to play today because he didn't play the game against Wolves. I know Lampard was reserving him to come up today very prepared and energetic for this game. So Enzo and Kante will be playing in the midfield. And surprisingly, I think that Reece James and Ben Chilwell should be assisting them in the flanks, in the midfield flanks tonight. Why do I think Ben Chilwell and Reece James should be assisting these players? They have a defending quality that can help to win the balls in the midfield. And they are also good up front. They are sharp, they are fast, they are quick. They can run on the lines, and we can win possession if we have these players in the midfield. So we'll be having a very saturated midfield with Enzo and with Kante playing ahead of Enzo, and then Reece James and Ben Chilwell sitting back and occupying the right and the left flanks. So this is, tell me what you think in the comment section. These are the players I think Lampard must play if we must surprise Real Madrid today at the Santiago Bernabeu. If we must win this game today at the Santiago Bernabeu, then Lampard must play these players. Now, before we move to the attack, I want to remind you again to hit the like button, the share button, and of course the subscribe button, so that together we can make this community bigger. Talk about the attack. There is no doubt that João Felix is Chelsea's best attacker, or has become Chelsea's best attacker since he joined the team. He dribbles, he carries the ball, he is clean, he can provoke the opponents, he can provoke the opponent defense to cause fouls that can obviously lead to yellow cards and, if possible, even red cards. So I think he is the best man to play as a center forward today. I know many of us, some of us think that he has not been very good with his finishes. He has hit more goalposts than any other player in the Chelsea team this season, even though he joined the team later. He has missed opportunities. He has not given assists when he was supposed to give them. He has decided to play all by himself when he was supposed to give passes, roll the ball to the next person. But I still think that he has the qualities, he has the talent, he has the skills to play as our center forward today. I think that João Felix should be joined in this game or up front by Modric, who interestingly has an experience in the Champions League. He played the group stages. He played against Real Madrid in the group stages. I would think that he even knows this Real Madrid team this season more than any other Chelsea player. And he was a problem to the Real Madrid defense when Shakhtar Donetsk played against Real Madrid in the group stages of the Champions League. So I think Modric, the name is Modric. He's not the other Modric. Modric is the midfielder from Real Madrid. I think Modric needs to start today because he has Champions League experience. He played in the group stages against Real Madrid. He was very good. He scored goals. He has scored 3 goals already in the Champions League. I think he is the right person to occupy the left flank today. I was surprised with the next person, with the last person for our 11 players today, and that is Madueke. You would comment here and tell me that he is not experienced enough, he is just a kid, but I think he can do it. Madueke can do it. We need 3 sharp players, 3 fast and swift players up front so that we can influence the game from the final third. It is very, very important. We don't need players that can easily lose the ball. In the past, we've discovered that Kai Havertz easily loses the ball. We've discovered that Sterling easily loses the ball. We've discovered that Pulisic easily loses the ball. So I think Madueke should start the game today. I mean, you saw the game. Remember the game against Dortmund in Germany. You remember this young man who scored against us. His name, if I remember very well, his name was Adeyemi. That was individual brilliance. A counter-attack, he mesmerized Enzo and he scored us. And that was it. The game ended 1-0. I believe that if we line up these 3 players, Modric, João Felix, Madueke, we can pull up the same results. Madueke has the same brilliance. Madueke can carry the ball. Madueke can make a difference. He has individual brilliance. João Felix has individual brilliance. Modric has individual brilliance. These players together can cause panic in the Real Madrid defense. Yeah, that is what I think. But I don't want to talk about the reserves today, but I think that if Kante has to go out, Zakaria should come in. That is what I think. If Kante has to go out, Zakaria must come in. I don't want to speak for other reserves. I don't know what should happen, but I think that the 11 players I've mentioned to you now deserve to start if we really want to create an impact at the Santiago Bernabeu. If we really want to shut down Santiago Bernabeu tonight, then these players must start tonight. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comment section. That was it for today. Before you leave, or before I leave you, I still beseech you, I'll still call on you, I'll still beg on you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the share button so that we can make the community bigger. It's a small community, it's still building up, but we can make it a bigger community. As for me, stay blessed until the game will be taking place here at 10 p.m. In Cameroon is 8 p.m. I don't know wherever you be watching the game from. Let me know from the comment section at what time you'll be watching the game. As for me and as for now is peace, 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 peace out.